Hey G fans, Goji Fan 93 here. I am here at G-Fest 23 2016 with another YouTuber interview. Right here I have Daikaiju Legends. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. It's
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah. I have two questions that I asked everybody, and the first question is, what is your favorite Godzilla movie, and why?
Tough choice. I'm probably going to say Destroy All Monsters, which is kind of an odd one, I guess, since it's not entirely a Godzilla-focused movie, but like it's sort of one of the first ones that I watched when I was younger, and it's just sort of captured me in awe. Like, oh my god, there's so many monsters on screen. Plus, it's got an awesome soundtrack, which is always one of my favorite parts of Godzilla movies. So, and so I'm going to say Destroy All Monsters.
Cool. All right. What inspired you to make your YouTube channel?
Well, so I had taken a break from being sort of invested in the world of kaiju for a little bit, and one day I sort of came back and just started looking at YouTube videos, and I saw people like Goji73 and Deadzilla and Ultraman Kronos, and I was like, I want to do this, because I remembered making my own sort of home movies back in the day, and so I just started my YouTube channel. Just been posting stuff since.
Cool. All right. So, what was the thought process for your channel name, Daikaiju Legends?
It's just sort of, admittedly nowadays, I'm sort of like, it's kind of whatever, but it was just sort of like, okay, what kind of sounds like a decent film studio title? So I just sort of chose Daikaiju Legends, Daikaiju and giant monsters. So Legends is sort of just more meaning like, sort of like the legends that you would hear about giant monsters. Right. Kind of an odd title, short seconds.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it fits.
Yeah.
All right. So, what gave you the inspiration to start doing like stop motion animation with fan films?
So, one of my favorite films when I was younger was Jason Organized Ray Harryhausen version, and my absolute, still like one of my all-time favorite scenes in the movie is the skeleton.
Yeah, right. That's classic. Oh my gosh.
And so, after seeing like like I said earlier, other kaiju YouTubers doing their own stop motion, I'm like, oh, this is actually something that I could do if I have these Bandai figures, which, luck would have it, I had it been full of my old Godzilla toys for or something. So.
Nice. All right. So what's the process that you have for making said videos?
So, right now at least, it's just sort of write the script, and then usually if I'm doing a series like I am right now, I'll write out the script for the entire thing, and then sort of think about it for a bit, like sort of monster fights and stuff. I'll just sort of play it out in my head how I'm going to go, film, edit it, get it up, essentially.
Like we just saw today at the film festival, Zone Fighter, how is that doing so far? Like, how have people been receiving it?
Very well. Actually, episode 6 has become the second most viewed episode, which was it was definitely a surprise. I'm like, oh wow, these people are actually like really enjoying this. So all the great support on it is definitely going to give me motivation to keep going with it. So, and it's just a lot of fun. It's good.
Yeah, that's what it takes, you know. All right. So what inspired you? I think you kind of talked about during the film festival, but what inspired you to make that series?
So, for the longest time, like I wanted to make like my own sort of Ultraman series after watching Ultraman Nebulous pretty close after that had come out. And for the longest time, I was like, okay, what Ultraman should I use? And I even went through like some custom designs, but eventually I was like, what if he's not an Ultraman? And I was sort of like, yeah, the Zone Fighter.
Oh yeah, Tomo has their one.
Yeah, they've got like their thing that never really went anywhere. And yeah, I finally found a Zone Fighter figure, and I was like, alright, let's do this. And yeah, like another thing is the only real thing that people remember from Zone Fighter is how he teamed up with Godzilla in the episodes. And I was just sort of thinking like, okay, let's maybe introduce him to like the Ultraman universe sort of thing, and introduce kaiju fans more so to their universe, because there's a lot of kaiju fans that don't really watch much Ultraman. I definitely think it's worth a watch.
Alright, so any future plans for, I mean, obviously you probably do, future plans for the show and anything that you want to do to improve the show.
So future plans for the show, yeah, like I've got it all written out for episode 10. That's sort of the first season or series, I guess. And then afterwards, I'm gonna fight it out sort of a secret sort of series in mind. Not exactly sure where it's gonna go yet, but yeah, and like I sort of the series has been progressing more into almost a Dragon Ball crossover kind of deal.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, which I mean I haven't seen much Dragon Ball, but it's pretty interesting. Yeah, but basically with the future series I want to sort of improve upon what I already know and really make the animation even more sort of fast-paced action kind of weird and keep improving on that.
Alright, so any advice that you have for any young aspiring filmmakers?
I would just say keep experimenting basically. If you just sort of watch tutorials on YouTube for basic special effects stuff, like not even Daikaiju related, but stuff in general, you'll just sort of be like, okay, that's cool. Like, maybe I can incorporate that into my family. That's sort of where a lot of the ideas from my effects come on. And yeah, I just have to say, play around with whatever program you're using to sort of get the best possible results, and eventually you'll keep learning new techniques.
All right. So the last question I have for you is, what are your future plans or career goals other than Daikaiju stuff? Like, do you have any other things that you want to do, or even maybe with making films that aren't necessarily on screen?
Yeah, like my goal currently is to definitely take on filmmaking as a professional career in the future. So that's the hope right now, and I'm sort of working on that right now. And I also do acting, theater and stuff, so that's just sort of a side thing that I do sometimes. Yeah, I guess just for the future, I really want to do this professionally, because it's what I've done all my life. And just sort of inspiring others to make their films is one of my favorite things to do.
Alright guys, well that's it for the interview. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for taking the time. It was awesome. And that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay big, G fans. And we're good.